Well, joining me today is Rabbi Michael Barclay. You can give him a follow at the Rabbi's Table. He writes some incredible pieces. He does a daily newsletter, which is absolutely phenomenal. He also writes for the American Thinker, and his latest article is an important one, and it's entitled "The Evil Roots of Jew-Hating Social Influencers." And Rabbi, we talked a lot about what Netanyahu said today, why he said it, what his meeting with President Trump will look like on Monday. But what concerns me more than anything, it was interesting. Larry Elder and I just went on this Patriots Alaska cruise together, and this topic came up a lot, that prominent people in the conservative movement seem to be pushing themselves into that Jew-hating, as you say, category. And they're using their influence to not only push that hatred, but also push some really crazy and disgusting conspiracy theories. So welcome back. Thank you so much for hanging on. I just think this is an important conversation. My question to you is this: when you have people who are listening to this program who are part of our conservative movement, what is your message to them about where their heart should lie? They're hearing people that they trust tell them not to trust Israel anymore, that Israel has bad intentions, hateful intentions. What is your message to those people, Rabbi?
First of all, to recognize the pandering that so many of these social influencers do. They realize what their audience is, and so they reach out to that audience. They prey upon the lowest common denominator. Much of the internet has basically become the Jerry Springer show on the internet. People like Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, Ian Carroll, the Hodge twins. The Hodge twins wanted to understand about Jewish theology, so they brought on their program Nick Fuentes, who has said that Hitler was an awesomely cool guy. That's where they learned about Jewish theology. This is a country that is based on biblical teachings, the United States. And I say that because all of our founding fathers were theists, whether they were Christians or Catholics or just agnostic but believed deeply in God. And they all believed that Israel is so important. It's part of their theology. I don't know how many people know this. Hebrew was almost one of the languages of this country.
Wow.
All the original founding fathers, most of them actually knew Hebrew. Yale had a commencement speech in Hebrew. There's a great respect for a biblical Israel and for a modern Israel to happen, which thank God has happened. I think people need to understand that if someone's preaching hate, they're not preaching God. Period. End of report. There is no hate in the Bible, the Hebrew scriptures or the Christian. There's a lot of hate in the Quran, but there's no hate in the Jewish or Christian scriptures. In fact, Maimonides, the great philosopher 1,000 years ago, said, if you find hate in the scriptures, it's you, it's not God. So I have the grace, I believe in perfect faith. The Messiah will come. And when he comes, I'm going to say welcome, and my friend Pastor Rob is going to say welcome back, and we're both going to accept him.
Yeah, I love that.
And Judaism is not the greatest religion. It's the best for me. Christianity is the best for you. And if someone's preaching hate towards anyone, get away from them, because they are not preaching God, they're not preaching Bible, and they're not preaching making America great. Yeah. Because this country was founded on not having hate, but having mutual respect, being able to disagree without being disagreeable. So these people that are doing it for clicks, they are nothing but self-pandering prostitutes for money.
Well, and that's the question.
If they preach hate, that's not real.
Is that being driven by money? Is that being driven by evil? Is it a combination of both? I mean, I think that's what we always have to look at, right? I mean, we are in a spiritual war. It is clear with the death of our friend, the murder of our friend Charlie Kirk, our colleague. We know that there is spiritual warfare going on, and we need to be ready to push away the hate, as you mentioned. And Rabbi, I just thank you so much for what you're doing. I want to tell people to check out this article. It's incredible. The Evil Roots of Jew-Hating Social Influencers at American Thinker, AmericanThinker.com. You can follow Rabbi as well. You should sign up for his newsletter. You can do that at RabbiMichaelBarclay.com, and of course check out his social media profile as well at the Rabbi's Table. Rabbi Michael Barclay, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, Jen. Thank Larry, and Gemar Chatzma Tova. May all of us be sealed for blessings in the book of life in this new Jewish year, which we've just celebrated.
Happy New Year to you. Absolutely. Rabbi, thank you so much for joining us.